Hello, good afternoon. So up next, we have a catchy title session, Ready Employee One, an enterprise-first strategy for XR. Please join me in welcoming Vishal Shah, the General Manager of XR in the Metaverse, Lenovo.
Woo. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate it. Hello, folks. How are you? Good afternoon. Last session before happy hour, I hope, for some of you. Like you said, I'm Vishal Shah. I run the AR, VR, and Metaverse division at Lenovo. So pleasure to be here. A lot of familiar faces. A shout out to the AWE team in terms of what they've done. I was just speaking to Ori Inbar earlier. Looks like they had like 5,000 people attend this conference, so it's definitely a new record. So big round of applause for what they've done and putting the show together. I don't know if you guys had a chance to go to the floor. I mean, the energy is amazing. The innovation is amazing. It's sort of one of the best AWs I've been to, right? So the metaverse is far from dead. It's alive, thriving, and just in its infancy. So, looking forward to that. So in terms of what I'm going to be talking about today, Ready Employee One, right? When we think about the metaverse, when we think about AR, VR, we always have these dystopian views of Ready Player One, about snow crash, about people being in these devices all day as consumers. Our approach at Lenovo is very enterprise focused. We strongly feel that the AR, VR devices will transform how we work in the enterprise. Just like what devices we take for granted today, like laptops, which are the center of our work life, and smartphones, which are the center of our life in some ways, which actually started out in the enterprise space. If you look at the picture on the left, it's the old IBM in the 1980s. Used to cost $25,000 and really help productivity in Wall Street and research and in spacecraft launches. And then, of course, the Dynatac, which was a Motorola phone. I'm an ex-Motorola myself, and now Lenovo has acquired Motorola. That was a $3,000 phone back then, which is like, inflation adjusted about $10,000 right now. So these were productivity tools back then, and within 10 years, actually, the IBM laptops became a lot smaller. The Dynatac became the StarTAC at Motorola, which was like a small flip phone, one of the smallest flip phones out there in the 1990s in a matter of 10 years. So, we feel that this transition is happening now in the XR world as well. And the way to do it is, the VR hardware market, the VR solution market right now, is definitely dominated by consumer gaming, social media companies, and companies that have a consumer heritage, which is fine. But we feel that for enterprise scale, XR devices have to be thought about and designed as enterprise first. And enterprise is what we do. That's what Lenovo is all about. And I'll just give you a preview of our new VRX headset that we launched and what we are doing to make it enterprise ready. Sound should be good.
Layer on our physical world. But what does that even mean? You've got real work to get done and people to connect. We get it. That's why for us, the metaverse is not a game, which is why we created the Lenovo Think Reality VRX, your gateway to the enterprise metaverse. So you can train your team, letting them get hands-on, literally, gaining real experience for lasting results. Bring your hybrid workforces together to keep them collaborating and creativity flowing. Engineer that next big thing, or learn in safe, repeatable, and exciting new ways. Whatever your business, the Think Reality VRX was built with you in mind. Privacy, security, supports, yeah, those are our top priorities too. But you need to think ahead, which means advanced optics and color mixed reality pass-through, so the real world can meet the virtual one. And versatility, giving you control over how your experiences get powered and how they're developed. All backed by Lenovo, a true enterprise partner ready to support your needs and scale your solution into the metaverse. The Lenovo Think Reality VRX. You don't play games with your business, neither do we.
So you don't play games with your business, neither do we, right? So this was the thinking behind our headset, which is being designed with the enterprise customers in mind. You know, a lot of the hardwares in the market are generally off of the same platform, the same chipset. They have similar optics. But what we've gone, what we have really done is really design this to make it comfortable for the end user, right? In terms of the face plates, in terms of the battery balance and how it fits on your face, in terms of how long you can actually wear this if you're a enterprise customer or someone who's on a job. So those are some of the key characteristics that we brought there from a hardware design perspective. And to me, it's about a solution. It's not about the hardware only. It's about what you layer on in terms of software, solutions, and services that actually make or break an enterprise product. So I'll be talking a little bit about how we've gone about building a complete platform and an ecosystem of partners to be successful in their space. So just in terms of why we believe that the enterprise is the right focus for us, it's just the ROI. In terms of what we are seeing in the market right now, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here, when it comes to soft skills training, right? 4x faster learning. When it comes to hard skills, you can reduce injury by 43%. When it comes to warehousing and being able to navigate yourselves through a warehouse or learn how to stock, you can have 35% productivity gains. When it comes to field services, you can reduce your truck rolls by 30 or 40%. So whereas the consumer market is generally either you're all chasing cheap hardware or you're chasing some sort of a back-end subscription model through gaming or applications, the ROI is pretty evident in the XR space where even one injury or 10 truck rolls a week could save you tens of millions of dollars. So that's where the excitement and the ROI comes through. And that's why, if you look at what's happening in the VR space, companies, we've actually crossed the chasm when it comes to the technology adoption compared to augmented reality and other technologies. If you look at what's happening in the industry, the recent survey by PwC, almost 50% of large companies have either adopted enterprise as part of their strategy or they're integrating it into their workforce strategy aggressively. So this is not something that's just a POC phase. This is something that is actually being adopted and the scale is there. And then again, we talked about some of the key use cases for Think Reality and enterprise VR devices in general. A lot of hard skills, right? When it comes to hard skills training, how do you build muscle memory? When it comes to manufacturing, when it comes to medical devices, when it comes to automotive training. Those hard skills are super important, and being able to do that in a spatial environment using VR devices is key. Soft skills training, right? Companies are using this for onboarding. Accenture is a great example of how they acquired 60,000 headsets for onboarding their employees. Company culture, when you want to treat people company culture, you do that in a more spatial environment, which really helps with retention. Because 2D training has been sort of a disaster when it comes to some of the results. Leadership training when it comes to soft skills training as well. And then the new phase right now, of course, is remote collaboration. As more and more of employees work remotely, how do you create sort of a unified experience for meetings going forward? So whether it's live meetings, whether it's team meetings, whether it's creation of digital twins and collaboration using digital twins, VR devices, XR devices are leading the way, and in some ways the best way to create that 3D collaboration. And then one of the things that, when I talk about how we've built a series of solutions on top of our hardware, one of the key things we've done is the Think Reality comes with what is known as the Think Reality Cloud Platform. So the idea is that deploying XR devices, deploying XR content is a lot different than how you manage your PCs in the IT system or your smartphones that IT systems are used to. So what we have done is from bottom up, we've created a Think Reality Cloud Platform that lets help you scale in the enterprise. It's easy, versatile, zero touch, so you can deploy tens of thousands of devices in a rapid manner, in a secure manner. And we realize that when it comes to enterprise customers, they're very specific about what kind of MDMs they want, what kind of secure platforms they want to attach to. So our platform works with things like Microsoft Intune, AirWatch from VMware. We've got partners like Arbor XR that are really leading the scale equation here as well. So we make sure that we meet the customer where they are in terms of being able to really take the friction out of mass deployment. And we also partner with the best enterprise-only software companies to really build scale, right? We don't play games with our business, so one of the big partners that we've collaborated with, I'm sure a lot of you heard Hugo's keynote yesterday. Seems like last week, long day. But where we talked about, we were one of the initial partners, the first partner that adopted the Qualcomm Snapdragon Spaces platform. That's been just a great way for us to bring in an open XR platform, bring in some of the Epic and Unity SDKs as well, and also gives us a whole bunch of features without having to have heavy time-of-flight sensors and things that make our devices heavy or very power-intensive, right? So it's been a great partnership where we've been able to really collaborate with Qualcomm to be leaders in the spaces area. And also, with that, what we've also done is bring an extensive ISV network. We strongly feel that for us to be successful at the customers, we want to work with ISVs that know the customers well, whether it's the healthcare vertical, whether it's the education vertical, whether it's the manufacturing vertical. So these are the folks that are experts. You might have heard Scott Montgomery earlier, Scope AR, someone we're working with as well, right? So we don't want to compete with them. We want to make sure that we create a platform where they thrive and where they can scale. So, this looks like a NASCAR car with all the logos in there, but this is just the beginning phase of what we're going to launch with VRX, and it's going to be tenfold over the next couple of months. So would encourage you to talk to us about if you want to become part of our ISV program. And why do people want to work with Lenovo, right? I think a couple of reasons. One is our scale, our ability to scale. It's a $70 billion company. It's not going to go anywhere in 2 years. So you're going to make sure that you have that supply. Our reach. We operate in 180 plus countries, so we'll make sure that the applications you create have a global reach, right? When we talk to a Fortune 500 company, they want to make sure that the software works in North America, in China, in Saudi Arabia, and Latin America, right? So we have that scale. You can deploy it globally. And of course, reliability and services, which I want to talk about next. So that's why we've been very successful in courting the right ISV partners to help our customers. And like I mentioned, the enterprise needs more than just great hardware. I think that the key things right now that we're seeing is support and services that are being asked for from our end customers. So one of the big things that we do is known as the Lenovo Integrated Solution Support. It's called LIST. This slide is busy for a reason. Various things can break down at the customer site. I was just talking to a major auto manufacturer that use VR headsets for their critical design process when they make their last changes before they go into a manufacturing phase. And if there's any downtime on their VRX devices, whether it's a cable, whether it's a replacement part, it is catastrophic to their schedule. So what we can provide is really high quality white glove services to our customers that really help them alleviate these situations. So that's something that we're really proud of. We've already done that with the PC market. We've done that with the smartphone market. We've done that with the server market using our Lenovo services, and now we're doing that with the AR/VR market as well. And then, of course, we've done one of the big things about XR and why it has not scaled is that it sits at the intersection of IT and OT. Right? It's a digital transformation process where you need services, whether it's deployment services, whether it's content creation. It's all about content, converting your 2D content into 3D content, managed services because of a private or public cloud deployment, and expanded services like strategic consulting. So what we've done is we've partnered with companies like Tata Elxsi, Wipro, tier one companies in North America as well that provide these services, end-to-end services to our customers through our Lenovo brand. So that way, our customers already have a relationship with us, and we can bring these consulting firms together with us. So these professional services are a huge part of what our customers are looking for as they look to build scale. Another big area where we're seeing a lot of traction and something that we've also built is device as a service. It's called, the brand is Lenovo TrueScale. But the idea is a lot of these customers want to move from CapEx to OpEx, right? If you're buying 20,000 headsets, 100,000 headsets, or 1 million headsets, you don't want to pay it all up front in case the technology changes in 2 years. So we provide financial services, leasing services, recovery services to our customers that really take the pain and friction out of rapid deployment. So this is something that is really being adopted in the market, and that's something that we are seeing a lot of success with when it comes to the agility that people need. And then the Lenovo Trusted Enterprise Solution, right? I mean, there's a reason why people trust us for the enterprise. It's our supplier program. When it comes to our security and trust, we have a great privacy design review. We want to make sure that the data is private, secure, which is a great problem with some of the other brands that are out there that are not enterprise first and designed more for gaming or social media. And then, of course, hardware safety, ESG, and professional services and DaaS that we talked about. So overall, that's what we strive to do in terms of bringing that whole ecosystem together. So, just would love for you to join us in this journey. So let us know, how we can help. We'd love to talk to you offline on that and take any questions right now if you have any. Guess I answered all the questions.
Can you talk about WebXR-capable browsers on the Lenovo device suite?
Yeah, we do support WebXR and WebXR browsers as well. Yeah, we can get you some details on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
is it Firefox-based or Chrome-based or?
I don't know.
Is Wolvik from Galley will be on the Spaces SDK June? That's being worked on. Within the next, we should have information on that.
Okay. Is that demoable at the
Yes,
booth?
yeah, we do have active demos with a bunch of our ISV partners in the main room. Yeah,
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
absolutely. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, folks. Appreciate it. Thanks.